What's up, everybody? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on IE Network. This is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor, in case you didn't know, that's itydk.blog. Make sure you check them out on all mobile devices in the World Wide Web. Before we get started, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss one video. Let's go. We're going to start it off with Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice, and they have come back to the top 10. They've made it back with their song Barbie's World. I'm a Barbie girl. It is number 8? I believe it's number 8 on the Billboard charts. I think it has peaked at number 7. I think that the first week out, I believe it was number 7, but it is now peaked. It's now got back into the Hot 100. Of course, with the release of the movie and what have you, it got to number 8, jumped 19 spots. It was 27 last week. Of course, the two races are number 1 and 2. The song K-Pop is a new song from, I think, The Weeknd, Travis Scott. I forgot who else is in there. I think it's like Bad Bunny. All right, so Bad Bunny's in there. So that's, and Olivia Rodrigo dropped down to 10, and 7 from Jung Big J and Big Lotto is number 9 this week. So shout out to Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice. We're waiting for Nicki Minaj. I'm kind of getting excited now for the Nicki Minaj album. I'm interested to hear what solo stuff she has on there and what's going to come out of it. So getting amped up, only a couple more months. Moving on to Summer Walker and Lil Meech. So Summer Walker has announced that she is single. So that means her and Lil Meech are no more. I believe she broke up with Lil Meech. Judging from the way things have been going, it has to be all of the backlash, cheating rumors, stuff like that. She posted this, and everybody dragged her for bringing Jayda Wayda into it. She said, "Tried my best to be Jayda Wayda, but I couldn't. It was cute, though. I wish him the best." And what she means by that is Jada, was known because Lil Baby, constantly cheated on her, and she kept taking Lil Baby back. And that's what she said by try my best to be Jada, but I just couldn't. Right? She's saying, she just can't do the cheating stuff. Jayda Wayda saw that and responded back, and she said, "I learned my lesson after one child." She said, I learned my lesson after one kid. MFers around here starting their own trends and trying to insert me in for laughs on the Shade Room. No. And with a laughing, crying emoji. So I wonder what's going to happen when Summer responds back to that. She'll probably say, she wasn't trying to offend Jayda Wayda, but then again, what else could she be trying to do? How come she didn't say, "I tried my best to do the Young Miami thing"? How come she didn't say that? Right? Because she was just on Young Miami's show, kicking it with Carissa. Diddy looks as though like he's been caught. I don't know if it was multiple times. He definitely had a baby on her. Right? So how come you don't say that? How come you say, "I tried my best to do the Khloe Kardashian thing, but it just didn't work out"? Why? That's because Jayda Wayda, she only got one kid. At least Khloe Kardashian has multiple kids. Right? So I understand Jayda Wayda getting upset. No need to bring her into it. Just said that you thought once again, that you found somebody. And even after everyone told her that Lil Meech was definitely not the one for her, she didn't listen. and like Jayda Wayda's got one child. You had, you know, two deadbeat fathers, you know? But shout out to Summer Walker. Hopefully she finds somebody that's perfect for her. Moving on to that boy set. Offset. So Offset was on the podcast on Angela Yee's new podcast. And so Angela Yee's been getting some pretty good guests. And I'm looking for Angela Yee to start kicking it into gear with her questioning because, I need her to be. I know she probably can't go straight lipstick or what's it called? What's that lip whatever that she had that show. I know she can't lip service. She can't go straight lip service. But she went and she had Offset on her show, right? They were talking about she got into the cheating. She asked Offset first. She said, "Well, why do men cheat?" What she really wanted to say is, "Why did you cheat on Cardi B?" And Offset kind of bailed her out and was like, "Well, I can't speak for other men, but I can just speak for myself." And let you hear what Offset said, and then we'll come back and unpack it.
You could cheat on somebody and still be in love.
For sure.
Okay, so I want to ask you this as a man.
As a man,
that women want to know, why do men cheat? Like, what would for
I
yourself?
can't personally speak on why men cheat, but like
for you,
like when I did do that, like I was in a different space. I was young. I had just got married. I'm getting a lot of money. Really was communication. We got married, and then we ain't really. Our communication was good, but it wasn't like I wasn't saying my wants and needs and and vice versa. So it was like sometimes you feel like you'll bump heads when you're not communicating because it's like it's hidden gems. We both in the front center stage. We both all our business is always public. The communication, what it was, I was young. I was on different shit. Like I was on lean and shit too. Like
right?
I already done talked about that in my variety magazine and shit. Like I was on lean. I was making bad decisions, not really realizing it's affecting my family instead of just me thinking about my own. Like and so, but then when I grow past that, all my growth. Why you think she loved me how she loved me? Like my growth, I didn't show. Like I'm a real one. Like I'm not gonna do this. I ain't gonna play with you. I ain't gonna keep playing with you. And
So that was Offset speaking about his cheating on Cardi B. Offset sounded really mature in this interview. It was a really good interview. I think after Angela asked him about the cheat, as Offset opened up the door about the cheating, then I think Angela became much more comfortable in asking him some of the more juicier questions. The interview is about 45 minutes, so definitely go check it out. It is the Going Way Up podcast. It's the Way Up podcast with Angela Yee. So definitely check that out. So shout out to Offset, and we're gonna end it with Cardi B, and of course you knew this was coming. So the girl that Cardi B threw and hit with the microphone. Now allegedly people are saying that that is not the person who actually threw the water at her. And I guess it was the girl next to her or what have you. But allegedly now this girl is going to pursue legal action at Cardi B for the microphone holder. Even though she finished out the show and was filming Cardi B, had no issue at all. She said that she didn't leave the show hurt. She made no comment of it until she started seeing everybody who doesn't like Cardi B. She started seeing them make comments. Oh, I'd sue. If I was her, I would sue. And now all of a sudden, it's coming down. Multiple sources are reporting that this young lady is seeking legal action to take on Cardi B. Now, allegedly, the mic struck the drink thrower, so Cardi did hit the one who threw the drink at her, but ricocheted and also hit another woman standing next to her. It's unclear which one of them went to the cops, or if there was any mention of the drink being thrown at Cardi. Now, prior to the altercation, Cardi and her DJ had implored the crowd to splash water on her to cool her off, and the triple digit weather. But obviously, she didn't take kindly to whatever the woman threw later on in the show. And again, for people saying, "Oh, she told him to splash on her," she specifically went. I don't know how many times I got to go over this. She specifically went to a person and said, "Put that on my pee." All right, they sprinkled the water on her, whatever. She then grabbed the mic and started walking to the other side. And she was not talking to this young woman who then threw water and splashed on her face. And then she reacted and threw the microphone. Now, was that an overreaction? You know, you can't tell people how to react. You have to stop throwing stuff at these people. You know, in hindsight, would you have rather seen her get security and say, throw this B out? Yeah, probably. You know, in hindsight, that's probably what she should have did. Get this B up out of here. I didn't tell you to throw water or what have you. But you can't. People cannot tell her, you know, how to react. And this other woman who got the ricochet, all of a sudden now, she wasn't saying anything, but because people on TikTok and Instagram was convincing her, oh, I'd get a bag. You know, so now all of a sudden she's going to say, oh, I'm sure that it did no damage whatsoever because she stayed at the show. So I'm sure there was no damage done to her. The girl who threw the drink, I mean, I don't think that she can sue Cardi B for assault because she threw the drink first. And just like spitting on somebody is assault, throwing water at somebody in the face is assault. You want to know why? If there was ice in that cup, how do we know it wasn't ice in that cup? How do we know this girl who was sipping on that cup, what if she had COVID? Right? What if she had COVID? It's just like spit. What if she had COVID and she threw that drink at Cardi B and now Cardi B caught COVID from that? How do you know? It's the same way they charge people for spitting at someone. If you spit on me, I can get you charged with assault. Isn't drinking from a cup of water and then throwing that cup at somebody, isn't it the same thing? How you know you didn't spit in that cup? We don't know that, right? So the bottom line is this person's going to try to get a bag. If I was Cardi B, I'd get the people, find out who the hell this girl is, have my people contact her people behind the scenes, say, listen, we don't want this to go any further. Here's $50,000, and you're gonna sign an NDA, and you're gonna sign also a release that says you're not going to go after and sue me later on, and this is just gonna go away with no further questions. Because if you try to say no, I'm just gonna take it to trial, what have you, you might end up getting nothing. Because then Cardi B can say, oh, it's reaction and self-defense. She threw water at me. And I did hit her, and it ricocheted off of the girl that I hit and hit her. So that would kind of be like most people may say, oh, that's no fault. Like, you didn't get hit, you didn't get hurt. So if Cardi B calls a girl and says, hey, here's 50 racks, you know what, to make this girl go away, here it is, and you have to sign the NDA so nothing gets out. So people think that, I guess the girl just dropped a lawsuit or what have you, and you can never tell anyone that you got this money, and you also have to sign this leaf form that says you won't go after me later on and sue me. If I'm Cardi B, that's what I'll do. That's what I do, and from now on, just, you know what, somebody throws something at you, whatever, get security to toss their ass out. Because these people have to stop throwing things at these celebrities. So for all the people saying, oh, she should have never threw it back. No, I'm not going to say that. You at some point, you have to send some sort of message. But I would have liked it better for her if she would have got security and had her thrown out. Because it always is the danger of you throwing that at someone and you not hitting them. What if you flushly hit someone else in the head, knocked them out? You know what I mean? Or gave them danger, then you'd have been in big trouble. So Cardi just has to control her emotions a little better. You know, go get security next time and have their asses thrown out. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.